Hey everybody, it's E. Brian Rose along with Brian Zimmerman, another WebinarSwamps.com production for you tonight. And I say production, but it's more of an experience. As you can tell by the picture, it's going to be a fun experience. You're going to learn a lot though, because the guy underneath all those Mac Daddy pimp clothes actually has a really big brain, and he knows marketing better than a lot of people on the planet. So you're going to learn some good stuff here tonight. Mr. Zimmerman, my partner in crime, are you with us?
I definitely am. Just staring at the Pimp Don magic wand here on the front screen.
All right,
I get a kick out of it.
Why don't you bring our guest of honor in and tell the crowd a little bit about who he is.
Well, as you can see from the picture here, Brad Goss is a pimp. Whether that's Halloween or not, the guy still knows exactly what he's talking about when he speaks, so it's always good to grab a pen and some paper. And tonight he's going to be dropping some knowledge on Autoblogs and how to do it properly. There's a ton of info out there, and if any of you have ever tried it, you've probably not done it the right way. So Brad's going to tell you what's up with that. So Brad, are you here?
I am here, and it's funny, we were talking about Don Magic Wand there a minute ago, and I actually met Don Magic Wand.
That's awesome. I've seen him on every year they hold the Pimps and Players
Ball.
Yeah, the
Players Ball.
The Players
that's
Ball.
That's where I met him. I've been to the Players Ball.
That's awesome.
I've actually met Don Magic Wand. I've met Snoop Dogg, and I've met Flavor Flav, believe it or not.
Oh, that's hilarious. You see Don Magic Wand on TV all the time in different like specials. I've seen him on like the History Channel and a couple other things, and you get a kick out of it because the guy's a real pimp and he's got this big pimp cup and everything else, but he's actually pretty well respected. It's funny.
Those guys take it very seriously. They you know, and it's true what they say, that pimping ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy. How about auto drip blogs? Is that easy?
It's way fucking easier than pimping, my friend. Way easier
All right.
than pimping. So, is it okay if I get started, or did you want
to
make jokes?
It is fantastic if you get started.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. So, so my name's Brad Goss. I'm going to tell you quickly just a little bit about what we're going to talk about here tonight. I'm going to teach you how to build drip blogs that auto-update. I'm going to show you how to do this for little to no money at all. I'm going to show you how to generate the blogs, and I'm going to explain what a drip blog is. If you don't quite get that, we're going to cover that as well. I'm going to show you how I use Fiverr.com to get content and traffic to generate for my auto drip blogs. And I'm going to show you how to get the assets that you need to tap this over and over again. And in case you didn't already notice, I swear and I make jokes. So expect to be offended tonight. And if you're easily offended and you're going to be the kind of guy that's like really shocked, or woman that's really shocked by foul language or scantily clad women or me talking about being in the porn business or anything like that, now's probably the best time to leave the webinar because you're going to be offended. And if you're not easily offended, then awesome. We're going to have a great time tonight. I need to brag a little bit to establish my credibility tonight. So the next couple of slides may come off as narcissistic, or they may come off as me being a douchebag or bragging. Just understand that, you know, in order for me to answer the question, who the fuck is that guy and why should I pay attention to him and why should I, listen, I have to do a little bit of bragging to establish my credibility. So I'm going to start with this picture here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So some of the cool things I've been able to do, I've been an internet marketer since 1997. And I've been, self-employed. My wife and I work full-time in our business. We haven't had any bosses. We haven't had any partners. I shouldn't say partners. We haven't had any partners that like are investors. We haven't had any investors or anybody that we really answer to. We kind of do our own thing, and so we get to do a lot of fun, cool stuff outside of internet marketing. So I just want to show you a couple. I thought I'd take a shot at showing you a couple of these cool things. I got to do a BMW driver training course, so we got to learn all kinds of cool stunt driving. That was a lot of fun. I've taken some private helicopter trips. This is my wife and I, Claire, taking a private helicopter trip to the base of the Grand Canyon. I do a lot of first-class travel. I'm 6'5", so I like to make sure that I can sit up front in the plane. So that's a little bit more expensive, but it's a lot of fun. This is what my internet marketing business has kind of allowed me to pay for and to enjoy. Are you guys seeing my slides? Am I doing okay here so far?
Oh yeah, we see them, and
Okay.
it looks like the folks are commenting on us. Everybody sees everything. It's all
Okay.
good.
Good. Last time I did one of these, my slides weren't showing up when I got to this point. And I was like, "Oh shit!" So this is my house. I actually live I live in Canada in a town called Orangeville, Ontario, and I live on a 10-acre property. And this is actually my house. You can actually see my shadow on the ice of my pond here, taking the picture of my house. I'm just showing you this. This is actually where I'm in the basement of my house right now doing this webinar. And this is how I get my internet connection, because I live so far out in the fucking sticks that I have this 100-foot tower that I had to have erected by crane so I could get a wireless internet connection. So I'm actually broadcasting my webinar, through this 100-foot tower on my property. So these are the steps that I had to kind of take to live the lifestyle that I do. But I quite enjoy living where I live and being out in the sticks. So I had to take these kinds of measures just to get an internet connection. And this is a picture of my desk. A lot of people. I find this a really interesting picture. I wish I could see a picture of what everybody's desk looks like. I think it's gives us kind of a behind-the-scenes look at what somebody's doing. This is essentially the view I have right now as I'm doing this webinar, although my desk is a little bit messier today than it was when I took that picture. So that's what my desk looks like. So that's just a little bit of kind of, they call this lifestyle pornography, I think, where you show all the, look what a cool dude I am and all the cool things I get to do because I have this business. So that's enough of that. So I got started in the porn business. And this is a picture of me with Sonny Leone at the AVN show in Las Vegas. I actually, in 1997, when you wanted to start an internet marketing business, there was no ClickBank or AWeber or GetResponse or WSOs or even PayPal. We didn't even have PayPal in 1997. And the only